Last spring, 20-year-old Kelly Ward was diagnosed with Crohn's disease, a condition that causes inflammation in the lining of the digestive system. It was a life-changing event for the young college student.
As any young person diagnosed with a chronic condition like Crohn's disease, that's a lot to take in as a college student. So we wanted to be able to provide her with the information for her to have a normal life.
I heard about the digestive fair while Kelly was actually recuperating in the hospital. There were posters everywhere. So I took the opportunity, since she was just diagnosed with Crohn's disease, to go to that fair, and it was very helpful and very informative. They had a lot of information there. The seminars were fantastic. Kelly was even there. It was overwhelming to her because she was just diagnosed, but all in all, it was a very wonderful experience.
By the end of the fair, she learned that it was something she could live with for the rest of her life, have a normal life, and it made her very happy to know that all that education was available at the fair. And it was not only for Kelly, but for all the other individuals that attended.
In response to community need, Alexian Brothers Medical Center hosted its first Digestive Awareness Health Fair last spring.
The community responded to this event far in excess of what my anticipation and my expectation was. There were over 300 community residents that showed up for this event. We had 6 physicians, world-class physicians, give 6 seminars, and again, they were full. Again, I was just so totally excited about the response, and I think at the end of the day, it delivered more than I anticipated.
The prevalence of digestive disorders are between 60 and 70 million in the United States today. There seems to be an increased diagnosis of them, but there's also better tools now to help diagnose these diseases.
Alexian Brothers Medical Center had several goals in mind when planning the Digestive Awareness Health Fair.
The goals of the health fair mainly was education, to educate the community on what are the different GI diseases and what are the treatments, and what Alexian Brothers has to offer as far as treatments for these diseases.
The fair provided a lot of educational materials to the community, one of them being physician lectures that were offered by board-certified physicians, as well as the physicians offering Q&A sessions after each lecture.
There was participants from the Crohn's Society, so they could learn about support groups available to help her deal with this condition. And she also had the ability, her and her mother had the ability to talk with Dr. Sales, who was one of the gastroenterologists there, about her condition.
The physicians, the expertise, the subspecialists that we have here that deal with all of these areas of digestive disease are sitting right here at Alexian Brothers daily, able to provide the service needed to the community.
I was so hyped up and so sad about this whole thing, but they said, you're going to be okay. And who doesn't? Everyone wants to feel okay. Everyone wants to be safe. And I just felt a lot better and a lot better about myself and how I'm just going to live my life how I did before.
Frankly, if you're lucky, you can get to our emergency room, you're going to get somebody that can give you absolutely the best outcome. And it doesn't always happen like that across the country. It's a hit or miss. But I'll tell you, Alexian Brothers, the biggest reason I feel we're as successful as we are, and we are financially, but also in a lot of quality outcomes that we're recognized for. Number one reason, physicians, the quality of physicians at this medical center.
My experience with Alexian Brothers was absolutely phenomenal. She was very, very sick. And we went to the emergency room, and from the emergency room all the way to through her hospital stay, every single person along the way was absolutely wonderful to her and to me. And I really appreciate everything that they've done for us.
I was very surprised at how nice everyone was and how caring for me. I mean, it's a hospital, but I was just not expecting all this kindness, and I'm really happy that we went there. It really saved my life.